why the microbiome is so important. Now, we touched on this. We're going to talk about this the whole way through. So essentially, why it's so important in this stage, because you give your microbiome to your baby. You know, we're talking about outcomes to do with your microbiome, but essentially we've got this narrow window of opportunity to modulate the microbiome that's passing on to your baby. Now, it starts with this little bit of influence in utero with the placenta and during gestation, and then the first biggest exposure to your microbiome is happening in delivery. So obviously the mode of delivery is really important, C-section versus a vaginal birth. We talked about that in module 1. We talk about it again in next module. Gestational age, you know, so what actually, there's a early preterm birth, or you know, pregnancy not going to full term, that makes a difference as well. What we should have in this little thing here in the slide is antibiotics, given at intrapartum antibiotics, which is antibiotics delivered during delivery. That definitely changes that. And then obviously in infancy, we've got quite a few factors that are influencing that development of the microbiome. And these are the times that we have this small window, this first 1,000 days, to make sure that we're really, you know, supporting that solid foundation of that baby's microbiome to set them up for life, right? Because it's the microbiome that trains the immune system in those early stages. So that immature immune system in their baby's gut, part of their immune system when they're those little babies is residing in mom. So the antibodies and the you know, the stem cells, immune cells, and all of those things are actually in breast milk, and their little baby's gut doesn't have very many and many of the microbes in there in those really early stages, so that it's depending on getting them from their mum. And if they don't get them from mum, they're going to get them from the environment. So there's some good research around the different early infant microbiomes from C-section babies compared to vaginal babies, and then also to, you know, formula fed babies compared to breast milk. And we'll go through a lot of that stuff.